how to improve insulin sensitivity. If you know anyone who has diabetes or you're diabetic, this video is actually going to benefit you a lot. I want you to stick to the end of this video because I'm going to be telling you how you can actually improve your insulin sensitivity. This is especially to those people who didn't have diabetes before, but as they are growing as adults, they now discover that they now develop diabetes, the type of diabetes that is called type 2 diabetes. So in this very video, I'll be showing you how you can actually improve your insulin sensitivity. Meaning to say that it's going to help you control. These are the tips that's going to help you control your sugar level, help you control how best your body can actually utilize insulin for your own good. Number one thing that you need to do to improve insulin sensitivity is fasting. Okay, I encourage people to fast a lot because when you fast, you actually enable your organ, your body, to be able to take up the insulin that is available. Okay, so a lot of people who actually engage in intermittent fasting actually have their sugar level improved. So what is actually intermittent fasting? So you can actually decide that you'll be skipping breakfast. For a matter of fact, breakfast, eating 3 square meals does not have much benefit to those who are actually looking towards having a healthy life. So in my group, I actually encourage intermittent fasting for everyone, okay, depending on your health condition. So we encourage intermittent fasting. So what do we do in intermittent fasting? You can actually skip breakfast or skip lunch or skip dinner, depending on the one that actually suits you. So for me and others in our group, so we do intermittent fasting at night. So we eat our last meal around 5 p.m. So the last meal around 5 p.m. you take your breakfast around 8 a.m. So this period night period that you're fasting, your body doesn't just use it to heal, it also uses it to do what? To work on itself. So if you try this for 1 week and check your sugar level, you discover that you would have had a very good control on your glucose level. But this is not to ask you not to take your diabetic medication. You take your diabetic medication, but you will discover that adding this as a tip to what you are doing is going to give you very massive results. Okay, then if you're diabetic, I want you to consider losing weight. Okay, a lot of people who actually became diabetic started becoming diabetic because they added a lot of weight. So if you're diabetic, losing weight can actually help improve your insulin sensitivity. So before, being on the big side is actually in fashion, but now being on the big side is actually out of fashion. So that's why I'm encouraging you, if you know that you've added weight, in fact, check your BMI and know what your BMI is actually saying per time. So with that, you can actually know the right step to take. So I'm encouraging you to shed weight, lose weight as much as you can. In fact, intermittent fasting, like I've said, is one thing that's actually going to help you to do what? To lose weight. Then the next point that we're going to be looking at is sleep. A lot of us don't get adequate rest. We are on our gadgets till midnight, or we have a lot of activities, we have a lot of work that we do till midnight, and most of us don't get adequate sleep. Some of us sleep three hours in a day, 4 hours, which is not even okay for an adult. So I know that most of us we've read a lot of business books, a lot of business magazines. We've attended a lot of lectures that told us that a lot of all these big men don't sleep. Yeah, that around 8, 11 p.m. 1 p.m., 3 p.m. That's so and so big man doing very well in the industry is still awake working on 1 or 2 projects. So if you're that kind of person, I don't want you if you're listening to me, I don't want you to be carried away because your health is your wealth. If you lose your health, everything that you're actually pursuing will become a thing of the past. Your health is very, very important. Every other thing can wait, but your health may not be able to wait for you. So if you're here and this makes sense to you, I'm on for victory, by the way, your kidney health coach. The reason why I'm actually talking to us about diabetes because diabetes is actually the second leading cause of kidney failure in Nigeria and number 1 in the whole world. So it's something that we actually need to talk because it concerns our health and it also concerns our kidney. Because if you don't control your insulin sensitivity very well, just like the statistics say that it is leading cause of second leading cause of kidney failure in Nigeria. So we need to say that there's a chance that it can also happen. But I know that as you're going to be putting everything I'm going to be teaching here today into practice, you won't develop diabetes, you won't develop kidney failure. Okay, so then the last but not the least of the things you're going to be doing here. Okay, this is not the last, the one before the last is hydration. If you have diabetes, it's very, very important that you always stay hydrated. In fact, staying hydrated is actually going to help improve your insulin sensitivity. A lot of us don't drink water. Okay, a lot of us don't drink water. We drink very small amount of water in a day. Maybe we are too engrossed with work. In fact, some people actually drink beer more than they drink water. So in this video, I'm actually encouraging you to drink a lot of water. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you're doing what? You're drinking water. Drinking water will help improve your insulin sensitivity. So now let's look at now the last but not the least. Okay, so the last but not the least means that the thing that you're going to be doing is exercise. Okay, a lot of this issue of exercise cannot be overemphasized. A lot of us actually feel that exercise is something that is for little children. Exercise is something that those who are less busy should be doing. A lot of us have so many things that we have ahead about exercise. But in this video, I want to tell you that if you have diabetes, exercise is something that you need to be doing. At least have a regular schedule for your exercise. It could be daily, it could be 3 times a week, as much as you can afford. But make sure that you actually exercise up to 150 minutes every week. Okay, every day. Make sure that you dedicate at least 30 minutes to your exercise. You discover that if you keep to these rules that I've actually spelled out, you discover that your insulin level, your sugar level will be managed properly. Okay, it's actually going to do a very great work. It's actually going to help your medications to work better. And at a point, if your sugar is not going high, is maintained, you may actually need to stop. It's not a rocket science. You may actually need to hold on with your medications. But please don't hold on with your medication without your doctor asking you to do so. So what I'm saying is that these steps will help you manage your sugar level better. And by so doing, by the time you visit your doctor the next time, your next visit, your doctor can actually ask you not to take these medications again. Let's just stay and watch. Then I'm also using this opportunity to tell everyone listening to me that is diabetic that you need to own your own blood sugar machine. That's the machine you use in checking your blood sugar. So in case you're here and you also need one, you can actually contact me. Then also for anyone managing diabetes, high blood pressure too, you need to also own your own at home. So if you also need that, you can also contact me. Okay, then I'm also using this opportunity to invite you to our kidney health class coming up every Friday. Okay, so make sure you're part of it. I'm Honorable Victor, I'm your kidney health coach. Please use the share button, like this video, share this content to your friends and loved ones, and have a nice day. Don't forget to stay healthy.